Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Jennie Loudon and I make strange dolls.
Strange, could you elaborate on that?
They're not maybe what most people would think of as dolls. They're not toys for children, they're characters for collectors.
When did you start making dolls?
I pretty much always made dolls. Always from scrap as well. From when my mother wouldn't buy me a horrible plastic doll and my granny let me loose in her duster bag, so I was able to make creatures possibly rather than dolls, because I must have been, I don't know, 5. I wasn't very old. But even before that, I distinctly remember getting into trouble for modelling things out of cowpats, for example. When I was at primary school, I was selling dolls to the local gift shop. And I've just done them ever since.
How would you sum up your personality as an artist? Are you a collector or a scavenger?
Most definitely. I scavenge things from anyone and everyone. I like things that are slightly odd and look as if they've got a bit of a history, even if I don't know what it is, because then it means the dolls look as if they've got a bit more of a history.
I think this area helps your creativity.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
But anywhere, one of my colleagues is away emptying his aunt's house at the moment, and I keep getting pictures. Do you want this bit of fabric? Do you want this? And I generally say yes, and then work out what I'm going to do with it after that.
So you really just use anything you can find.
People know better than to put anything in the bin without asking me first.
How do you think the public and other people feel about your work?
Some of them are absolutely terrified. People ask what the meaning of them is or what powers they have, or I do sometimes get people who think they're voodoo dolls and do I sell them with pins to stick in them and nonsense like that. Most of the ones I make end up not looking particularly intelligent, but they're fairly benign.
And have you ever made a doll to represent you?
Right, so these ones were part of an exhibition that was all about identity. I made them of all the group. This is the one of me. And the reason she's me is she's not quite finished. She's made from an old linen tablecloth that's been printed with a pattern and it's been embroidered, but they've not finished embroidering it, because I'm always on to the next thing rather than finishing whatever I've started with. But the best sellers at the moment are small hares. 2 of them, I put a picture of them on Instagram, and I've sold 3 just from that without even saying how much they were or anything.
So you get customers through Instagram then?
Yeah, without even trying, because I try not to sell online. It gets very complicated. I had one of the big crows went to Texas, but trying to fill in the appropriate forms, and I prefer to sell at fairs because then people can see what they like and then just take it away.
Where's this one going?
This one's just going down to England. It's going to join a couple of others that she's got, so she wants a set of 3. It's actually second-hand tissue as well. Someone was getting rid of it, but it is as good as anything to wrap it in. So that should do the trick, and then off it goes to Cumbria, I think.
How is it letting go of them, selling them?
It's absolutely fine. It means there's more space to make more. I do keep 1 or 2. I've kept these guys, mostly because there's some defect with them. But it's good to be surrounded by things that you like, and quite often they're inspiration for doing something else too. And the best ideas come to you when you're not looking for them. They just sneak up. And dolls are quite sneaky.
Alright, I'll just cut them.
Can I grab that
Yeah, I think we got enough material.
cup of tea that Betty doesn't approve of?
You've got lovely material.
Yeah. This specific interview thing's only a 1 minute video. So.